Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Here's a return from the 7. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 16. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Pearsall there to grab it. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They're going for this. And it falls incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Set. Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go now.
They stick with McCaffrey, and he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4, equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
From the 29. His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
First down, here's Swift. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
We send a man in motion.
18 back. Go.
Second and 6 now. He's got him, that's Swift. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 46. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He'll throw it yet again. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throw on third down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Pass play coming here. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a first down. Setting up a throw. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Drop play. This is McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants eager to get some points on the board. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go!
Looking for a throw here. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do. Field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returnable from near the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 range.
Looking to the air here. That's caught in stride by McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Second and 10 now. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
They'll throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Returns looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the 2nd half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so and maybe even take control of this game.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. He finds Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19. Ready.
Running this one left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set up. Set up.
Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19, Pioneer. Check go.
To throw here on 1st down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Set. Hook.
Throwing now, off play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ready. 19, Tiger. 19, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
1st down from the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
They are throwing it again. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one's to Andrews outright. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's got Andrews. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Man in motion here. Back to throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win.
Okay, ready?
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing off the play fake here. They did it! He made the interception! And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
I know he started the play as a defender, But gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. And I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Andrews with the catch. Still has some space inside the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. The throw is caught, and he drives this forward to the 6.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 6. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the 49ers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Take off.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming. The
physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
8-11 up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. We're looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They go play action on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
3rd and 4 coming up now. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants with a little more work to do to win it here. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's go.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. McCaffrey, and he's brought down for a loss. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returnable from the 2. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
A handoff left for Swift. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. So the Giants come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.